What is up, sports fans? This is me, Spectacular Pooh here. I am on the aftermath of the Eagles versus the Giants game. You want to know what's crazy about this? Is the fact that the Giants fans was talking so much trash. And you know what else is crazy is the fact that they started this. They started this trash talk. They started it by going on Twitter, having Dominique Rogers-Cromartie and some other guy post one guy wearing an Eagles jersey saying zero Super Bowls. You want to know what's ironic about that tweet? Very ironic about that tweet is the fact that in this game, the amount of Super Bowls that we had, which is zero, the score that they had was zero. The points that they had was zero. The score for the Eagles and Giants games, 27-0. Hell, it could have been 36-0 had that punt not had that muff punt not been need, and if Huff would have took the ball and put it right in for the touchdown. Had that punt not been, muff punt had not been need. That's all I gotta say, dog. I mean, like, no words can really say for me. Like, you know what? I could just talk all the trash right now. I could really freaking do it right now. But you know what? As an ignorant Eagles fan that I am, I might as well start talking trash. Simply because of the fact that they, fired shots at us. But, we fired back. And this time, our bullets, they really hit right to the freaking head. Look how bad the Eagles just made the Giants look. I bet the only thing the Giants fans did, just by the time the Eagles scored 27, was just change the channel. Thinking, oh yeah, we gonna fight another day. We gonna be all good. No, motherfuckers, y'all started this. If it's gonna be like this, y'all gonna be terrible the whole season. I predicted this before the season even started. Really, if there's one team that'll probably beat the Eagles in the NFC East, would be the Giants. But now I might want to take the prediction back. It probably will be too late for me to even do it. The Giants just got stoned, and you think it's going to be no different with the Cowboys coming up? Are you serious right now? If I'm Giants fans, I would not talk at all. For a second, screw the Super Bowl rings. Look right now at the present. I would say the same thing to the Giants. No, I mean, not the Giants. You know what I'm talking about, to the Cowboys. I'll say the exact same thing to the Cowboys. Worry about the present right now. Worry about the present right now. Now, the Cowboys did win against the Seahawks. I applaud them on that victory. That was very good. As much as I do not like the Cowboys, the performance they put up was great. But it's not going to be the same. You're not going to get the same sympathy from me when it goes with the Giants. What can I say? What more can I say? Like that Jay-Z song. What more can I say? The Giants did absolutely shitty. Y'all should be lucky y'all got those 3 wins. Because if y'all keep playing like the way how y'all played in this game, y'all won't go anywhere. To that one Giants fan that was actually talking trash to a couple of other Eagles fans, the fact that you came up, start coming at us with all this. Now look, we didn't really say anything because we knew once it come game time, then we gonna talk trash. Unless if we know this team absolutely sucks, then we gonna talk trash. And what's real crazy is the fact that the Eagles was wearing black in this game. How ironic is this? The fact that we buried the living hell out of you guys, and we wear black doing it. We don't wear black that often, but when we do, we probably gonna win. That's what Jeremy Maclin said, 27-0. Thank you. Then he just walked right off. Of course, Eli Manning and Tom Coughlin had to think of a good excuse to come up with. Only thing they had to come at was with Victor Cruz's injury. Now imagine if he didn't get injured. Now what we had to say? What would both of them have to say? That little cartoon that was put up with Eli Manning becoming scared, damn right he was scared. Those Eagles came at his neck. 8 sacks in this game. 8 sacks. This is what I want to see from the Eagles in the future, man. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. If I can see this from the Eagles more often, then maybe those Super Bowl predictions that they'll say with the Eagles, it might happen. It just might happen. If we keep up the performance like we did this game. That New York fan, Kooljoe35, what's your next video going to be? Since you're the one that was talking trash to those two Eagles fans. Now, to be honest with you, one of those Eagles fans I don't like, but I know this much. I respect this much about him. At least he didn't come up on a video before the game and started talking trash saying, oh, the Giants going to get their ass whipped. At least he didn't do that, as much as I don't like him. But I will respect the fact that he don't really talk trash to the team like the way how you just did. The only thing he would do in his videos is probably break down, see what the team has to do, and then move on. How fitting is this, man? How fitting is this? Eagles wear black, and they buried a living hell out of the Giants, 27-0. Nick Foles had a good game. The 2 interceptions, yeah, he still needs work, but he still had a good game. LaShawn McCoy, breakout game. You know how badly he wanted to do this. Darren Sproles scored a touchdown before he got injured. Trust me, he's going to have some time. I bet you he'll probably be back either against Arizona or the next game. He's going to be fine. And what's going to make it even more better is the fact that our offensive line will soon be back up in full strength somewhere around week 10 or week 11. Oh, man, this feels so fucking good right now to be an Eagles fan. So fucking good. James Casey caught a touchdown. Zach Ertz, my fantasy, caught a touchdown. My fantasy today won because of the Eagles' performance. So trust me, I'm just as much happy. That's finally my first win of the fucking season. I'm 1-5 right now. So on my fantasy, but you know, if the Eagles keep playing the way how they play, it might change. It might be 5-5. Who knows? Who knows? For me. So I wonder, man, for New York Giants fans, what you gonna say to that now? What possible excuse do you have to say besides your Super Bowl victories? Which I will say I do respect, but the fact that you're shoving them in our face pisses me off. I have no problem with the Giants as an organization. I respect the living hell out of them. I definitely respect them for beating the hell out of the Patriots. Twice in this case. But the fact that you would come by and to just throw them in our face, that makes us want to play harder. Oh, and that didn't make us play harder enough. This is what the Giants did before the game actually started. They actually, what I heard, they started kicking around, started stomping around the Eagles logo midfield. Now, if that didn't make them play harder, I don't know what would. Eagles snap this game. This is what goes to show you don't fuck around with the Eagles' nest, man. You don't talk trash to a team and definitely not back it up for what the Giants did. You better come into the game and you better start proving yourself, man. You better start putting in work. Because the Giants sure as hell didn't. The Eagles was more like facing a fucking practice squad this game. This is more like a college football type of score, if anything. Because I remember back then, college football, it'll probably still be happening right now. You'd be seeing fucking 40-7 victories and shit. Man, I hope you Giants fans learned your lesson. This is what happens when you start fucking with the wrong nest. Yes, pun intended, because Eagles are a bird. It is a bird. The fact that you talk trash all week, you come into our stadium, you start basically insulting our stadium by fucking with the midfield logo, like what T.O. did to the Cowboys. But that was in game. You did it off the game, where everybody, of course, can still see it, except the cameras. The team is just like the fucking fans, ignorant as shit. But I wonder about now. I wonder about now. What faith do you have now in your New York Giants team now they just got their ass stomped by the Philadelphia Eagles? Which was real fitting because they was wearing black. To your fucking funeral. I wonder, how does Eli Manning feel right about now? 8 sacks in the game, one which wasn't on him, but I think was a backup quarterback. How does his body feel at the moment? How does his confidence feel at the moment? And shout out to Victor Cruz, man. I know he's part of that Giants team that I really hate right now, but I don't want to see anybody like that get injured. His knee got fucked up. He was crying on his way back to the locker room. And trust me, I never experienced pain like that before, but you know damn well it hurts. Deep inside, like, damn, man. Like, you know this shit hurts. And it's gonna suck at the fact that we hear that he's out for the season. It's really gonna suck. It really is. And yet the Eagles fans, they cheered for his speedy recovery. They didn't cheer the fact that he was hurt. They didn't start cheering and celebrating and shit. Now, granted, we did do that. We probably did do that on Michael Irvin. But we didn't do it for Victor Cruz. We're different kind of fans from that era. Now, if this was the Giants, on the other hand, like they did for Michael Vick, they would have cheered and celebrated. I know Eagles fans, they're not that. I know Eagles fans, they're probably one of the most craziest fans in this league. If not, they're sure as hell up there. But at least they know what it feels like, you know, at least some of them, or probably most of them, they know what it feels like, you know, for a player to be injured like that. They know what it feels like. So, man, that's all I gotta say. I did what I had to do. Giants got what was coming to them. And I'm telling you right now, if you think the ass whipping we gave you was bad, hell, the Cowboys might give it to you a hell of a lot worse because they just beat the Seahawks, a really good fucking football team, who, in my opinion, got that Madden curse. You better hope and pray the Cowboys don't beat your ass up that bad. And as much as I hate the Cowboys, I really do hope they beat your ass that bad for talking that much shit. Peace, people.